Tuesday night baseball in the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Brett Anderson is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Ben Revere heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
The left fielder, number 2, Ben Revere.
First pitch of the game is taken for ball 1 as we get underway at 7-11 tonight.
First pitch, 7-11.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
3-0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk, pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, just to get me over fastball, anything to avoid a 4-pitch walk to start the game.
And the count will be full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hard hit ball to second, but Kendrick is there to pull it in, and there's your first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'm always excited when I get to see Adrian Beltre do his thing. He enters the day among the leaders in the AL and runs batted in, and he's just a huge part of this lineup. Seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's the case again in this one.
Ben Zobrist will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Just underway here in Southern California. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will make the play. 2 away now. And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about first basemen that are just very smooth, Adrian Gonzalez, he comes to mind. Not the most athletic guy and may not cover a ton of ground, but everything he does just looks very smooth. you get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Just missing here, 2-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. To first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Giovanni Gallardo will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he has just not been effective at all on the road. Not really sure what the reason has been, but he's really got to change that trend here in this one.
Curtis Granderson is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Playing center field, number 3.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
Leading up for the Dodgers, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Gallardo's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. On deck is Carl Crawford. Now a swing and a miss as Ellsbury's down on strikes for the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, guys, this team can absolutely fly. They lead the league in stolen bases. So be patient and let those runners move into scoring position and then follow it up with clutch hits.
Carl Crawford will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Franco has it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Well, let's take a look at that play at first here in show motion. Close to making a great save here. You can see him try to backhand it, but it doesn't quite want to stay in the glove. May have hit him more in the palm, and he can't prevent the throwing error.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And a pitch out, but Crawford's not going. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another throw over. And the runner back safely. Here it comes, 1-0. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Batting fourth, first baseman,
Adrian Gonzalez will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit hard towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second and a relay home. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate.
Well, that's an absolute key rod right there. Right over the second baseman's head. That's going to get fielded deep in the alley, but it's plenty deep enough to allow 2 runs to come in and score on the double.
Josh Donaldson will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Granderson is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we talk about the top catchers in the game. You talk about Molina, Posey. But Wilson Ramos, he does a lot of things really well. Very quick feet behind that plate. Allows for him to get into a good throwing position. Kind of stymie that running game. We'll see how he does in this one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This is skied out to deep center field. Granderson going back. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies nothing. Brandon Jordan will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Ellsbury is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Curtis Granderson will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A take there by Granderson as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Darren Ruff takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Just checking.
Ready on 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Crawford moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Adrian Beltre will step in now. Currently ranked 8th in the National League home run race.
And he's near the top in runs batted in, so he's having a huge year production-wise so far.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Crawford ranging back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. squared that one up just a little late. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
This one skied out toward right. Moving under it, Jordan. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8th, catcher, A.J. Ellis.
Striding into the box, A.J. Ellis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Gallardo into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 9th.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Into the box now, Brett Anderson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Ball. 3-1 now.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Wilson Ramos is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To short, hit hard. Taken in by Rollins. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, number 50, Giovanni Gallardo.
Giovanni Gallardo stands in for the first time. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Ellsbury has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, left fielder, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Gallardo sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1.
And if he thinks you're not paying close enough attention, he'll beat that out.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. Under it now is Beltre. 1 gone.
And after giving up those 2 first inning runs, he's really been able to settle down, and now that's 6 in a row he's retired.
Settling in now, Carl Crawford. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The right fielder, number 66.
Digging in, Yasiel Puig. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Adrian Gonzalez will try to pick up where he left off. He doubled home a couple his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. 1 left for L.A. as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Ben Zobrist, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Now Anderson right back after it here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Michael Franco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Bases are empty, one man out. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Hit to third. On to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Brandon Jordan will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Down the third baseline. Oh, look at Donaldson. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Josh Donaldson is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Gallardo back to work as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And he falls behind 0-2. Gallardo gets the sign. Looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And you can see there both guys getting it up into the 90s, 92 and 94 respectively. Howie Kendrick is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Drilled to the right side. Gets dirty and gloves it. He's out.
Oh, love it.
The shortstop.
Oh, that is so smooth over there at first base. The ball's headed for the hole, but he pulls it in at full stretch. And then I thought he'd probably flip it, but he decides to just take it himself, and he wins that race to the bag.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
On the ground to the left side. Beltre has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Curtis Granderson will start things off when we return. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies nothing. And here is Curtis Granderson now. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Curtis Granderson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Darren Ruff is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Here comes Granderson around third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Deja vu here to start off the inning. You get a double to lead things off, followed by another double here. And they get a quick run as one guy will just replace the other at second base.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, obviously, you want a base hit here and hopefully tie this game. But a ground ball to the right side, that wouldn't be so bad either.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. One run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Hit to short. Rollins is there. 1 away.
Well, you're not going to advance that runner if you're going to hit the ball right there. This forces him to hold at second base, and depending on how things turn out from here, that could very easily wind up costing you a run.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Trying to hold the lead. Hit back up the middle. Towards second, Kendrick is there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
So striding in, Giovanni Gallardo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. High and deep to left center field. Crawford looking up. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So a two-run shot to left center as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Ben Revere will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez in foul ground. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. A.J. Ellis will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
First pitch on its way from Gallardo. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Jordan moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
Oh, it makes such a difference here when you play during the day versus playing at night. 6 hours ago, this might have split the gap, but here it hangs up just long enough for him to run it down out there in right center field.
Stepping in now, Brett Anderson. And he takes ball one. Now a swing and a fly ball. Jordan on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter.
And this is not an easy play here in right field because he knows that that sidewall is approaching fast. But he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time. And he makes a nice running catch near the line.
So 2 gone now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Tap fouled at home plate. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So a great half inning of work by Yovani Gallardo. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Ben Zobrist makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Ben Zobrist.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Ball 2-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
The 2-1 on its way. High pop up. Gonzalez is over. 1 away.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Maikel Franco will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Fastball called strike 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Brandon Jordan will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Too high, ball 3. Curtis Granderson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Into the seats, 0-1. And now they've got him picked off. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, plenty of mistakes to go around here on this play. First off, the runner breaks much too early over there at first, so he should be dead to rights out there. But then the defense lets him off the hook, and he winds up taking second anyway.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Here it comes on 1-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 3-2. Leading off the inning, Carl Crawford, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Rolled slowly to first. Ruff scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Ready now, Yasiel Puig. He singled his last time up. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And Gallardo's pitch count, and even 70 after that last offering. And that's too high, ball 2.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
1 out, nobody on. over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Adrian Gonzalez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. On his way to pitch number 75. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If you're wondering, this is a straight green light here. When your star is up there, you bet he's swinging if it's good.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
So stepping in, Josh Donaldson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Gallardo pauses. First pitch on its way. On Gallardo with the good live fastball. That's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
First and second now. 1 man out. That almost got him. Hits a ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Stephen Kaplan will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Stephen Kaplan.
Darren Ruff steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
21. Darren Ruff.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. In there at the knees, strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
A pause and the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Ruff is retired, and there's one away.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Grounded to short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will be in time to retire Beltre, and there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos will stand in again. Couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 3-2. Leading off the inning, Howie Kendrick, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Granderson ranging back. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. A solo shot there for Howie Kendrick. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Dodgers have come back to tie it at 3.
That great work he'd done on the mound, well, it just got undone on one swing. He's gone from being in total control to we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Genmar Gomez will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
Pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 46, Genmar Gomez. Now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot, number 17, Freddie Galvis.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No outs, nobody on. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Chopped foul right at home plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
A.J. Ellis will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here's a high pop-up. Ruff is under it, no problem. 1 away.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Andre Ethier will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Andre Ethier.
And he's no doubt searching for a ground ball here as this sinker dips below the knees. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
And this is a tough task, facing a right-handed reliever with a good hard slider. He's not fazed by this pitch, and even on the inner half of the plate, drives this one for a solid base hit.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Carl Crawford will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And now he's got to build off that strikeout from a second ago. This is where a little confidence can really get you out of a tough spot here.
Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Ball.
1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
A ball hit hard to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. After the guy before him struck out and couldn't drive the run in, he gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
Lewis Coleman will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Coleman.
Yasiel Puig will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. LA's on top, 4-3.
Your attention, please. Now
So the call's gone out to the bullpen as they'll turn things over to the big guy, the hard-throwing right-hander Jabba Chamberlain. Drew Stubbs will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Drew Stubbs.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double.
That's exactly the way you want to start your half of the inning. You're down by a run, you get a leadoff double, now you're in scoring position. He is pumped up out there trying to rile up his teammates.
Ben Revere will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just one out.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. From the stretch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. The double is his 8th of the season so far. One 1-0 count. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Crawford is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Ben Zobrist has a chance now to bring home the tying run, standing on second base.
And a dinger here would give him the lead. Let's see what he can get done here.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And he's back standing. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Out in front of it, strike one. One out and a runner on second base. In the air now, out to left. Crawford will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So the Dodgers trying to close this one out in front of the home crowd here at Dodger Stadium as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7+. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Maikel Franco. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
2 out here and a runner at second. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And Crawford will put this one away to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies 3. Anthony Rendon has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Adrian Gonzalez leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
Leading off for the Dodgers, first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. That backdoor slider catches the corner, or close enough at least. 0-2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting,
Josh Donaldson comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Granderson as he takes it for the 2nd out.
now batting,
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Howie Kendrick stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it is. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Another nice evening here in L.A. as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Kenley Jansen.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Brandon Jordan. And they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. Only chance is a bare hand. A big-time glove work, but no chance to turn it into an out, and the tying run is aboard at first.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but it winds up working out for him.
Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Simple throw over there.
Jansen comes set. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swing and a little tapper. Rollins.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
Into the box now, Darren Ruff. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runners on first with one down. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Jeff Mathis will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 8, Jeff Mathis.
Right there for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
2 out with a man at first. And here's a swing and a miss, so the Phils are down to what could be their final strike now.
And you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
It's about what we've come to expect here from Jansen as he comes in here to fire a scoreless ninth and finish off the Dodger victory.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 4-3. Good night from Los Angeles.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes 2, 3, and 4 is available at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Elysian Park Avenue.